New year, new resolutions, and I'm trying to get skinny, which means this is my second walk of the day. Listen, I get these phone calls and emails and text messages from you guys all the time. And if you'll notice, very seldom, if ever, do I ever even mention or talk about outlaw motorcycle clubs. 1%ers, to be exact. And the reason why, well, there are a few reasons why. Number one, I'm not an outlaw, which makes me uniquely unqualified to talk about them or their lifestyles, how they get down, or the things that they do. Never been an outlaw. I don't understand their culture. It's their culture. If you want to be an outlaw or you want to know about outlaws, 1%ers, go ask one. However, when I get these phone calls from you guys, well, let me just go ahead and speak on this subject. But I tell you, another reason I don't like talking about them is I just don't need any trouble in my life. But you guys do some stupid stuff or not wise stuff. So every now and then I got to talk about this subject. And one of the things I will tell you is that 1% motorcycle clubs do exist, and you're going to have to deal with them to a certain extent. And that's just that. It is what it is. However, you gotta use some common sense about a few things. A guy calls me up and says, or he text messages me and says, hey, can you put me in touch with this group of guys? And I said, well, why is that? And he said, well, I was just talking to this set of outlaws about a support patch, and now I'm going to call these guys up and see if I can get a better deal. And I said to myself and to the guy, you're freaking crazy. You shouldn't try to outlaw shop like you doctor shop. You don't hop back and forth in between these guys thinking that they're stupid. You're going to outsmart them. You're going to get some kind of better deal. You don't bounce one against the other. It's like playing with a tiger's tail. You have a tiger on the end of that tail. And you might think you're the smartest guy in the world. But if you're just now getting into this motorcycle club thing, you might be smart. You might be brilliant. But since these guys have been doing this, some of these clubs have been around since the 1920s. They might be a little smarter than you when it comes to this thing, this motorcycle club thing. They talk to one another, you know. You want to get a blessing. You got 4 or 5 outlaw clubs in the area, and you think you want to start shopping in between them. One outlaw club says you can't come in. The other one says, to hell with them, you can come in. You have a lot going on there. If you think that you're going to bounce around between them and get the one that's going to give you the best deal, you're absolutely wrong. What you're going to do is get your feelings hurt if that's the least thing that can happen to you. So when you're in the 99%er world, you really have to get along with everybody. You gotta see if you're going into an area. A lot of times you have to approach everybody. Best thing to do is approach a coalition, because they are most likely in touch with everyone, and they can tell you the way to get into a particular area the correct way by the protocols that all the outlaws are okay with. Support patches and things like that, those are other ways that you can go. But don't think that you're about to outwit these guys, and don't get into the unscrupulous BS. Don't get into bouncing one against the other and these guys offered me this and I'm considering. I mean, it's silly. It's child's play. And these guys aren't children and they're not playing with you. So I just thought I would take a minute to talk about it because I see some of you guys doing some things out there out of desperation. If an area is closed down to a motorcycle, to new motorcycle clubs, that's happening a lot lately. This area is closed. We're not taking any new motorcycle clubs. So in those areas, there's sometimes an option. You can put on a support patch and then you'll be allowed to ride. You have to examine that and see if that works for you. But what kind of got me upset today was this guy's idea is thinking that, well, I'll just call all the outlaw clubs in the area and see which one is going to give me the best deal. Well, one of the basic tenets about motorcycle clubs, whether they're 99% or whatever, is respect and honor, truthfulness, representing yourself as a man. And when you do dishonorable or unscrupulous things, it never goes well for you in an arena where men play the game. Think about that and tread lightly as you traverse this new thing you found called the motorcycle club set. It's been established for a long time, and there are rules that must be obeyed. Rules and loyalty, honor, fidelity, the things that used to exist on the battlefield, they exist still in the minds of brothers who ride steel and participate in this lifestyle. Doctor shopping will get you put in jail. Outlaw shopping, now that's another thing. Don't do it. Somebody's worthy enough for you to spend time with them, to get to know them. Do it that way. That's the best way to do those things. All right, enough on that subject. I'm Black Dragon, trying to get skinny. Take care.